I was lying awake at 3 a.m. again, phone in hand, scrolling for nothing, heart racing for no reason I could name. And I thought, when did this become normal? When did we all just accept that anxiety is part of the package? Here's what I realized that night, and it changed everything. I'd been treating peace like a project, like if I just found the right app, the right routine, the right mindset, I could finally build it. But you can't create what you were designed to receive. Welcome to day 5. Today we're talking about As-Salam, the source of peace. Not a source, the source. And I need to tell you something that might sound strange at first. The reason you can't find peace might be because you were never supposed to create it. Let me explain.
Here's what I used to do. Maybe you do this too. I'd think, I'll be at peace when I finally get that job, when this relationship works out, when my parents are healthy, when I have enough money saved. So I'd hustle, optimize, try to control everything. And the anxiety just got worse. Because here's what they don't tell you in the self-help books. You were never meant to be your own source of peace. You're a creation. And creations don't generate, they receive. That's not a flaw in your design. That is the design. Let me tell you about the moment this clicked for me. I was sitting in my car after Isha prayer, hands on the wheel, engine off, just staring at nothing. I'd done everything right that day. Prayed on time, ate well, checked off my entire to-do list. But inside, pure chaos. Then I remembered something a teacher once told me. Salam isn't the absence of problems. It's the presence of Allah in the middle of them. And it hit me. I wasn't anxious because my life was hard. I was anxious because I was trying to be God in my own life, trying to control what I was never meant to control.
The name As-Salam comes from the Arabic root salama, meaning to be whole, safe, sound, free from any defect. When you call on Allah as As-Salam, you're recognizing He is perfect, completely free from flaw or need. He is the source of all safety. He is the one who makes broken things whole again. And here's the part that changes everything. No disaster touches you unless He allows it, and no peace enters you unless He grants it. Which means your peace doesn't depend on your circumstances, it depends on your connection. Allah describes Himself in Surah Al-Hashr. He is Allah, other than whom there is no deity, the sovereign, the pure, As-Salam, the bestower of faith, the overseer, the exalted in might, the compeller, the superior. Look at the order here. He is Al-Malik, the king who owns everything. Then Al-Quddus, the pure, above all creation. Then As-Salam. He doesn't just give peace. He is peace. That means when you're near Him, you're near the source. When you remember Him, you tap into something this world can't give you. When you surrender to Him, your nervous system finally gets permission to rest.
If you've been feeling like your mind is a battlefield lately, you're not alone. What's been weighing on your heart? What's been stealing your peace? Share it in the comments if you want. No judgment here. Sometimes just naming it breaks its power. Let's build a community that refuses to normalize anxiety. Here's something most people miss when they read the Quran. Allah tells us that when believers enter paradise, they'll be greeted with Salamun qawlam mir Rabbir Rahim. Peace, a word from the most merciful Lord. Think about that. Peace isn't just a gift in Jannah. It's a greeting. It's the language of eternity, which means every time you say As-Salamu alaykum to someone, you're doing more than being polite. You're speaking the dialect of eternity. You're giving someone a taste of what their soul is homesick for. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us a dua that he would say after every single prayer. Not sometimes, not when he felt stressed, every single time. Allahumma antas-Salam, minkas-Salam, tabarakta, dhal-jalali, wal-ikram. O Allah, you are peace, and from you comes all peace. Blessed are you, O owner of majesty and honor. Why after every prayer? Because he knew the moment Salah ends, the world rushes back in, the notifications, the worries, the comparisons. So he anchored himself in Salam before stepping back into the noise.
Here's what helped me this week. When my chest felt tight, when I got that text I'd been dreading, when I was staring at a decision I didn't want to make, I stopped running to distraction. I said, Ya-Salam, you see this storm inside me. Grant my soul your peace and protect me from what I can't control. Out loud when I could, whispered when I had to. And then, this is important, I just sat with it for a few seconds. Didn't scroll, didn't move on immediately. Just let the name do what my effort couldn't. When you live with this name, something shifts. You stop trying to control everyone around you. You stop needing everything to go perfectly. You stop carrying weight that was never yours to carry. Because you finally understand. Your job isn't to create peace. Your job is to stay connected to the one who is peace. And when you do that, the same situations that used to wreck you don't hit the same anymore. Not because they changed, because you did. Now here's something most people don't realize. As-Salam and the next name we're covering, Al-Mu'min, the infuser of faith, they're spiritually connected. You can't have real peace without faith, and you can't have deep faith without peace. They feed each other. So if you've been struggling with doubt, with that voice that whispers, what if it all falls apart? Day 6 is going to rewire how you see belief itself. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Before you go, I want to ask you something. What's one thing that's been stealing your peace lately? You don't have to explain the whole story. Just name it if you want to. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, Salamun alaykum. May His peace be upon you, even when the world is not.